The silent power of Sigma males. Why they always bounce back stronger gives with a reflective tone. Psychological depth and practical strategies for resilience and growth. This piece aims to both empower and connect with the viewers of Awaken mindset. Asterisk. The silent power of Sigma males. Why they always bounce back stronger asterisk I. Introduction. The quiet comeback you didn't see coming asterisk. There's a kind of man who disappears when chaos strikes. He withdraws not to run away, but to regroup. While others react, explode, or crumble under pressure, he becomes still. People may misunderstand his silence for weakness. They call him distant, unbothered, or cold. But they don't see the fire brewing beneath. They don't realize the silence is strategic. He is what psychology now recognizes as a detay, as a detay stay app, and it's like you're on life. A scanner app, and it's like you're gonna die. Like, look at this. And we all know. I've been exploring. They know where I know. I've been exploring. I know what I see. With compoise. Sigma Mela lone wolf type who operates outside traditional dominance hierarchies. Unlike alphas who lead loudly or betas who follow, the Sigma leads himself. And perhaps what's most fascinating, most threatening, to those who don't understand him is that he always comes back stronger. But how? How does someone who's knocked down return without bitterness, without begging, without noise only, with results? In this piece, we'll explore the core psychological traits of Sigma males, why they recover so powerfully from adversity, and how no matter your personality type can adopt their strategies to rise after a fall. Asterisk. 2. Misunderstood silence. The calm before their rise asterisk silence is often mistaken for surrender. In our hyper-noisy world, we associate volume with power and visibility with relevance. But Sigma men don't buy into that illusion. They know that healing strategy and growth often requires solitude, not applause. When a Sigma male is hurt by betrayal, failure, rejection, or loss, he doesn't immediately seek validation. He doesn't rush to explain his side or prove his worth. He steps away to process internally. He knows that wounds fester in noise and heal in quiet. This withdrawal is not avoidance, it's intentional, it's tactical. Sigma males are reflective. They analyze what went wrong without emotional overreaction. They look at pain not as a punishment, but as data, something to learn from. And while others panic, they recalibrate. Imagine a man who loses everything, but instead of falling apart, he simply vanishes from the scene, starts studying, training, building, and quietly laying the foundation for his return. When he reemerges, he doesn't need to say, "Look at me." His progress speaks louder than any words. This is the Sigma blueprint's resilience, born not from loud motivation, but from deep internal fortitude. Asterisk 3. Why Sigma males handle pain differently? Asterisk 1. They don't attach their identity to external labels. Sigma men don't tie their self-worth to social validation, status, or even past success. So when they lose a job, a relationship, or a reputation, it doesn't shatter their core. They may grieve, yes, but they don't collapse. They're not trying to prove anything to the world. Their worth is self-generated. 2. They are comfortable in isolation, unlike many who fear loneliness. Sigma males thrive in solitude. That's where they think clearly, plan deeply, and realign. They don't fear being alone with their thoughts. In fact, they prefer it. So when life isolates them, they don't resist it. They use it. 3. Emotional intelligence without emotional dependence. Sigma males feel deeply, but they're not emotionally impulsive. They don't react just to release pressure. They understand their own emotional patterns and manage them in silence. That's why their comeback is rarely messy, it's focused and clean. 4. A strong sense of purpose. not performance. They don't do things to be seen. They do things that align with a long-term vision. When they fall, they don't rush to bounce back for appearances. They rebuild according to their own timeline, their own terms. That's what makes their return so powerful. It's authentic. It's not performative. For real-life application, how to bounce back the Sigma way, even if you don't identify as a Sigma male. These strategies are deeply useful, especially if you've experienced setbacks in your relationships, career, or personal growth. Let's break down how you can adopt the Sigma mindset when life knocks you down. 1. Withdraw. Intentionally, not emotionally after a failure. Resist the urge to explain, argue, or defend yourself. Instead, step back and breathe. Emotional distance creates clarity. Take a temporary silence not as punishment, but as a form of self-respect. Say less, reflect more. 2. Audit. Don't dwell. Sigma males don't sit in pity. They audit the past. Like a detective. What did I miss? What warning signs did I ignore? What patterns keep repeating? This is how they turn wounds into wisdom. So, get a notebook and ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? 3. Embrace the discomfort of growth. Comebacks aren't glamorous, they're gritty. Sigma men accept the lonely grind. If you want to rise, accept the temporary discomfort of unseen growth. Reading, therapy, rebuilding finances, hitting the gym, learning new skills. Growth feels boring before it feels empowering. 4. Build in silence. Sigma males rarely announce what they're working on. They show up one day, improved. If you're planning to come back, don't rush to tell everyone. Let your results become your introduction. Let your peace become your PowerPoint. 5. Focus on long-term identity, not short-term validation. Every loss tempts us to prove ourselves quickly. Don't fall for that trap. Instead, ask, who am I becoming? Build not just to impress, but to evolve. The Sigma path is inward first, it's outward later. Why society fears the quiet ones. We often fear what we don't understand. And Sigma males, by being quiet, unpredictable, and emotionally contained, create a mystery that unsettles people. In workplaces, they're seen as too reserved. In relationships, they're called hard to read. But that very mystery is what protects their peace. In a world obsessed with oversharing, Sigma males remind us of the power of privacy, of not reacting to every insult, of not explaining every decision, of letting people wonder instead of giving them answers. And make no mistake, when a Sigma man rises, people notice. Not because he demands attention, but because his transformation is undeniable. Asterisk. 6. The comeback pattern. From fall to force. Asterisk. Let's look at the recurring pattern that defines a Sigma male's strength. Setback, a betrayal, failure or emotional, wound, silence, withdrawal from chaos and drama, self-reflection, honest internal dialogue, strategic action, small consistent steps toward betterment, return, quiet re-entry with obvious growth and strength. This is not about revenge, it's about reinvention. Sigma males don't return to prove others wrong, they return to prove to themselves what they're capable of becoming. They don't need to win over someone, they want to win over their former self. 7. Common Sigma comeback scenarios. To make this practical, here are some real-life situations where the Sigma mindset thrives. After a breakup, instead of chasing or arguing, he disappears, works on his body, learns to love solitude. When he returns, he's not the same man. He's better, wiser, and unbothered. After job loss or a career setback, while others spiral and panic, he spends nights studying, networking quietly, launching something solo. Months later, people wonder how he made such a leap. The answer? Silence plus strategy. After public criticism or humiliation, he doesn't engage in online wars. He steps back, improves quietly, and lets results clear his name. This is why Sigma men don't stay down. They treat pain as a launch pad, not an identity. 8. Building your own silent power, regardless of gender or type. Here's how to start. Developing this quiet power in your own life. Set boundaries with grace. Stop explaining your every move. Learn to say no without guilt. Protect your energy as a sacred resource. Master one thing in the dark, pick something fitness, skill, business, and commit to mastering it without telling anyone. When people finally see it, it will speak for itself. Practice emotional containment. Don't need to react to every opinion. Let people misunderstand you. Let silence handle what words can't. Learn to walk alone, take solo trips. Work out alone, go on walks without headphones. Develop your inner voice so when life gets loud, you'll still be grounded, *ix. Final thought, you don't need permission to rise, *. The world may try to keep you boxed into the version of you they're most comfortable with. But you don't owe anyone an explanation for outgrowing old patterns. Like the Sigma male, you can rise quietly. You can suffer in private and heal in peace. You can become unrecognizable to the people who once underestimated you. And when you do return, you won't need revenge. Your presence will be *enough. Your evolution will be your loudest answer. *X. Conclusion. Become the calm force. They never expected * in a world obsessed with proving, shouting, and performing. Be the calm force that transforms in silence. Let your scars become maps. Let your solitude become sanctuary. Let your return be so solid, they wonder how you did it. You don't need a crowd to bounce back. You need clarity, discipline, and time. Take that time. Respect that process. And when you rise so well they have no choice but to respect the man you've become. This is the Sigma way. And it's available to anyone bold enough to step off the stage into their own depth. If this message speaks to something deep in you, if you've ever been underestimated, silenced, or overlooked, know this: your silence is not your weakness. It's your preparation. Comment below if you've ever experienced the power of quiet growth. Subscribe to Awaken Mindset for more wisdom, strength, and deep transformation. And remember, the strongest man in the room isn't always the loudest. Sometimes he's the one who smiles and says nothing.